How you doing? I'm gonna start singing Lil Wayne. You know exactly what song I'm talking about. Yeah. So after kind of going over my last video, I realized I took a lot of time doing prep work when I could have already had some of that stuff done. So today I'm gonna streamline that. Also, it's been a long day. We went to hit a couple parades. Me and my friends. The meal prep. I'm only 8 o'clock. I promise. I'm off camera. I'm talking to my friend JB. We did a video actually. If you haven't seen it yet, we did a video a week. It's already out. I don't know when we did it right now, but go check his channel. It's J. It's the JB. It is the real. I said it in my head. I was like, it's not the real. Yeah, we'll. I'll get it right. I'll get it right one day. But yeah. So for right now, I'm just gonna streamline. I've already measured almost everything out. So this is super easy actually. Done it in the slow cooker. That's what this is right here. It's just a pot I can take out. Mine's a little different. This is almost a family heirloom at this point. I want to say that was like one of my great aunts, and then she gave it to my mom, and I stole it from my mom. Yes, so as you can see, everything behind me is everything you need. All this. Oh, I didn't. I got the seasons. I moved the seasons out because I was measuring them as I was putting them on there. So this is everything that goes in here. I'm going to read off to you, or tell you what this all is. So one of the things that in the pot right there is two things that I'm doing that don't go in the crock pot immediately. So the first one right here is some onions. I'm going to sweat those down, caramelize them. I'm going to stew them a little bit in some bone broth after they get good and soft and release all their sugars and whatnot. Got that's going to be separate, and that's what the soy sauce I have back here hiding is for also as well. Got the cottage cheese. Got my my noodle shells. I got some sharp cheddar, some American cheese, diced tomatoes, sweet relish, some chipotles. These things really smell really good. For some reason, again, I'm sniffing my seasons. So for just regular seasons, I got cumin, onion powder, black pepper, garlic powder, oregano. Got some salt. Got some garlic paste and tomato paste, and 3 pounds of beef. So one of the first things I'm going to do first is I need to mix up the meats, the sauce. So for the meat sauce, I've already mixed everything together, or not mix everything together. Excuse me. That's what this bowl is from. I'm gonna mix everything together in this bowl. I'm gonna tell you each season and how much, if I can remember, it is off the top of my head. So this right here is onion powder. That's 1 tablespoon of onion powder. This is my super powdery garlic powder. That's 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. I don't know if you can see that little cloud it made. Here's a tablespoon and a half of black pepper. This right here, I believe, is a tablespoon and a half of oregano. I got 2.5 also tablespoons of cumin. 3 tablespoons of salt. That is a lot of salt. I don't like cooking with salt because everything already has so much salt in it, but I'm going to try it this time. So that's it for the seasons for the sauce. Now I'm going in with some of like the wet ingredients that go in the sauce as well. So this right here is 4 tablespoons of the chipotle peppers. This right here should be, I think this is 3 tablespoons of the garlic paste. This is roasted garlic paste. I got this from Walmart. Most of the stuff I already have for other recipes that I do cook. So I didn't have to go buy anything special for this except for the bone broth, actually. The bone broth and the cheese, I'm lactose intolerant, so I don't have to keep a lot of cheese. Keep me warm. Keep me warm. I'm gonna explain that to y'all later. This right here is 4 or 5 tablespoons of sweet relish. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be 4, and I just can't count and forgot, so I put an extra one in there just in case. This right here is 3 tablespoons of tomato paste, tomato, however you get it. And then after all of that is 1 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes. We're just going to throw that all in there. So I'm going to give this all a mix. I'm going to put some of these dishes away. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to start putting stuff in the pot. Now, while everything's going on in there, I'm going to be slow cooking those onions, trying to caramelize them. Because I'm making a What is this one? This one's a, excuse me, I had to burp. So what this is a cheeseburger slow cooker meal prep. Calorie wise, should be around 600 calories, about almost 48 grams of protein, I want to say. I can't remember how much fat and carbs is in it, but I know it's going to be kind of carb heavy because it is a pasta, and you're getting a lot of protein from the cottage cheese because it takes a lot of cottage cheese for this particular recipe. I've already gotten everything in here mixed up. So I got the onions are on. These are going to take a while, the longest thing to cook. Well, actually, this itself is going to take the longest. So for this, super simple. You just got to throw, I'm doing 3 pounds of lean ground. Got it from Walmart. This is a 93.7 split. If I can cut this plastic. Ew, it's bleeding. I don't know why I said it like that. That reminded me of that scene from Finding Nemo. It was like, ew, it inked on me, or you made me ink. That's what it was. I dropped the onion in there. Yeah. So for this part, all you gotta do is get all of this ground beef that I'm fighting with at the moment into your crock pot. So this is one I don't want to say you can fully kind of just start and walk away.
Just got slapped that meat in there.
I can't. Shut up. So this is one you can kind of just do and walk away.
That's what she said.
Purple. Let me get back over here so I can do this. Then I'll wash my hands. So yeah. So just put your beef in. We're gonna do about half of this now and let it cook down and help marinate the meat while that's cooking, or season rather. So I'm gonna put about half of that in there. That's a little bit more than half, but it'd be all right. We're here having fun. We're here for a good time, not a long time. Ain't that what the kids say? I'm gonna stir this up a little bit with this spoon I got. You can hear those onions are starting to sizzle back there, so I'm gonna have to cook those up. Keep an eye on those. We're not putting any seasoning in the onions until, or I'm not. If you want to do this recipe, hey, have fun with it. Do what you want to do. Every time I cook a recipe, I do things the first time the exact way it says it. And after that, I play with it to my taste. That way you know what it's supposed to taste like, and then you can make it what you want it to taste like. But like anyways, I was saying, do what you want to do. Ain't nobody gonna stop you at your kitchen. So I got this part mixed up. So this is gonna just cook now in the slow cooker. I'm just gonna throw it in there because this right here has to get added to this anyways at kind of about halfway through cooking. That way it doesn't it can kind of keep the meat a little moist. So this is gonna go in a slow cooker. I'm gonna do mine on low for 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours. And then so I'm gonna go ahead and get this done, and I'm gonna start on my cheese sauce. I'm gonna have to do my cheese sauce in 2 separate batches because I have the world's smallest blender. This is the housing for my blender. I do have big hands, but this is only 2 cups. This holds about 2.5 cups. So I'm gonna have to do that in batches because this container for this recipe, I think this recipe totals out to be about 4 cups when it's all said and done. I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna clean all this up and get this moved, and then start on the cheese sauce. I'm gonna make it, put as much as I can in this one reasonably, and then come back and do the rest of it later. So I forgot to record me. So I've already added at this point half of my cheese sauce. I've cooked my pasta off camera because I was doing a whole bunch of stuff. So I've added half of the cheese sauce already. I got my pasta cooked. What this right here is, those are I didn't fully caramelize them, but those are the caramelized onions and beef bone broth with a little bit of soy sauce. So what I'm about to add now is the second half of the cheese sauce. As you can see, I didn't put the milk in there. That's why it's so thick. I just remembered that. Well, sorry. So what the cheese sauce is, it's supposed to be a little bit of, I think it's about a 1/4 cup of milk. This is going to be a thick one. I forgot to put it in there. I've already started adding it. It'll be okay. quarter cup of milk. Because I was trying to split it in batches. That's why I forgot the milk. Because I put it in the first batch. Quarter cup of milk. I think I did 3 cups of cottage cheese, a couple slices of low-fat American, and a handful, about half a handful on each batch of what cheese was that? Cheddar cheese. That's what it was. Halfway through my last video, I'm probably going to just clip that whole part out. My audio on my microphone died. So I'm just going to kind of give you a brief rundown of everything I've done or I was doing in that video. So it cut out when I was adding the second batch of the cottage cheese and cheese sauce that goes in here. Take the lid off now so you can kind of see what I'm working with. So it's been cooking down. So what you should have saw me add was the cottage cheese, the caramelized onions, and the pasta. That's the only thing I've done since. I cooked the pasta off camera. You want to cook the pasta about a little over halfway because it's going to continue cooking once you put it in a crock pot to let everything kind of mix and get to know each other and cook down a little bit. So I had the pasta cooking halfway, drained it, put it in here. It's been cooking since I stopped recording. I let the microphones charge up. It's been recording for about 20-ish minutes. Yeah, been recording for about 20-ish minutes. I think for as like this itself cooking, that's really, that is everything. All I have left to do is to pretty much divvy everything up and put it up into my bowls. So this is supposed to make about 13 to 14. Yeah, 13. If I had a bit more pasta, I would have got more of a bigger yield out of it. But this is supposed to give you a yield of about 13 servings. You'd be looking at it's roughly, I think, 600 calories per serving. I think roughly 30 grams of protein per serving as well, 30 to 40. A split the difference, almost like 35. I can't remember the carb count. For everyone who is really good at those kind of numbers, please comment and let me know, though. I'd appreciate that. I did say I'm going to add a couple of clips from the parades we went to earlier. I'm going to put some clips and a couple of pictures. I do want to, like I said, I want to do some nerd stuff because I guess nerd stuff's pop culture now, but I do want to do some pop culture stuff. Like I know I'm working on a D&D campaign with my friends. I want to record that, but I don't want to know if I want to put that on this channel because it's going to be a group effort. I know we have also talked about trying to do a podcast. We did one last year, but we never actually put anything out. We were just recording it for fun. So these are some things to kind of look forward to. If y'all seem interested in, like I said, just comment, let me know, and we'll try to do what we can. Last time, they're just kind of leave it here because you see what it looks like. I'm not gonna sit here and stylize pictures for everyone and waste more time than necessary. But hey, I appreciate y'all, those who made it this far. Like, subscribe, give me a comment.